Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Filmmaker Talks live on YouTube. Hello, everyone. It's great to be back. I didn't do a live stream last week. I'm back, and for the next 2 weeks, I'll be doing a live stream. So look forward to that. And yeah, how is everyone today? Just before I address the comments and get into the questions and the giveaway, which I'm sure a lot of you are here for, I usually, if anyone's watching the playback and stuff like that, I usually like to begin these streams by just kind of announcing a few things. And that is, I probably should have written this down because I had it. Oh, yes. Giveaway entries for video giveaway entries. I'm going to be reading out now. I've made a private playlist of the video giveaway entries to make sure I've got all of them so far, because I know a lot of people have said they're going to be doing a giveaway video entry thing and they haven't yet, or they might have done it but they've not told me. When I first uploaded my giveaway video, they said, oh, I'll do a giveaway entry, and then they still haven't done one. So by the way, the deadline is the 5th of April, and that is for some other things, of course, you'll see in the video, but I'll just read out now who I've got. So these are the giveaway entries that people have done so far. That I've got. If I've missed you, then please let me know. We've got Ollie Loves Films, D Hollyoak, Jake Talks Movies, Yoda the Jedi, Jason Brett, Magpie Movies, Arthur Burling, Styled Cinema, Vinyl Collector James, Oscar the Stripper, interesting name for you, Oscar, Geek Legion of Doom, Bushman Blue, Bushman Blue, I think that is, The Movie Insider, Stan's Movie Reviews, Movie Book. Thank you so much, James, for that. Wasn't expecting that. And Joshua Boyd. That's that's so far. So in total, we have 16 giveaway entries. And the deadline for those stuff is 5th of April. And I'll just let you guys know, because I can see the views are going up and down. We had 17 people, and now I've got 13 people watching. For this giveaway, I'm going to be giving away live, because it's similar to what Movie Book did. He asked a question live about 30 minutes in. I'm going to just ask it when we've got the highest amount of people watching. I'm going to ask you a question, and whoever gets it correct first, it's going to be a film-related question, obviously. Whoever gets it correct first wins these films. So we have the Dark Knight trilogy, Shazam, Wonder Woman, Batman, Return of the Caped Crusader, Aquaman. I think, that's all of them. Here they are. You win all these. For my 1,000 subscriber thing, I've got 1,000 subscribers. I wanted to give back to everyone, because I'm so appreciative of that fact. I'm just going to move in a little closer. But no, it's great to be back. I don't have a guest on today. I was contemplating whether or not to do the Skype call, because that's usually fun, viewer Skype call, but I might do that next week. Because I don't know. I think I might have to change the date or the day I do my streams, because I might have to change it to a Thursday. But we'll see. Maybe every other Thursday, because I'm doing the podcast thing with Archie, which is a lot of fun. Or Film Geek 13, and he's here. Hello, Archie. I'm very well, thank you, Archie. I hope you are too. And we've got Ben Fulton, Joshua, who I just mentioned, who did a great video entry. Thank you, Joshua. I will watch that after the stream. Got Arthur here. Hello, another great person who did a video entry. Philip. Hello, Philip. And D Hollyoak. Dan, how are we? Luke. Hello, Luke. How are you? Hector, always here, always present. Nice to see you, Hector. Ben says, hello, I won't be typing much. I have media assignment that I need to... No, not a problem at all, Ben. I'm glad you could, stick by and have me nattering on in the background about God knows what. Thank you. But no problem. We've got Cuff. Hello. Wormy Spoons. Hello, how are we? Hector says, I recently watched Contagion and was so shocked at many things it predicted from last year. Yeah, I watched Contagion during the pandemic, and it's pretty accurate. It's not the greatest film, except the people were like, there was like mobs and things when the vaccine came out in that film or something. There was like mobs, like throwing bins in windows. I didn't get that part. I didn't know, that didn't happen. Hello, Ewan. I think that's how you say it. Good evening. Brother, I want all DVD. That looks like spam. Yeah, just keep your eye on that one, Archie. I don't really know what this means. Hello, Josh. Hello, Film Flick. How are we doing? And Ollie. Hello, Ollie. How are you? Luke says, "Hi, didn't hear my name, mate." Or was that was the video entries, Luke? I don't know if you worked that out, but yeah, it was the video entries I was reading out, because I've had over 100 comment and video entries combined. So we'd be here for quite a while if I was reading out the all the entries combined. Dan, straight in with the questions. He says, "Have you seen much from Andrei Tarkovsky or Terrence Malick?" I've seen nothing from Tarkovsky. I haven't watched. I own Stalker. Yeah, I own Stalker. I want to watch it. Watch it soon-ish. I don't know when. Maybe next month. April. But I want to watch it. I want to get into his filmography, because I really want to. I was tempted to get Solaris and Ivan's Childhood in this 2 for £25 deal, but then I thought, well, I'll get into I'll watch his meant to be his best film first, and then I'll maybe, if I enjoy his style, I'll move on. Malick's interesting. I've seen Days of Heaven from Malick. I've half seen, what would you call it? The Thin Red Line. And that's about it. Yeah, I've only seen 2. I've got The Tree of Life on Blu-ray thanks to the fantastic Josh Film Flick. He sent me his Blu-ray copy. I own Badlands, and quite a few of his films are available on Criterion, so I'd love to pick up some of them. I don't want to go on for too long because I know I can be quite long-winded with my answers, but because I had a very interesting experience with The Thin Red Line, because I watched it under not the proper circumstances you're meant to watch that film, because I was ill, lying in bed ill, and The Thin Red Line is quite a poetic, spiritual film, and I was expecting something like Apocalypse Now, which it is not like that at all, and I was very bored, and I didn't finish it. Actually, I watched half of it and just stopped watching it because I was that bored I couldn't continue. I really like Days of Heaven, though. Beautiful looking film, beautiful. Yeah, Days of Heaven's great, and I can't wait to watch Badlands. And also, The New World looks really interesting. And obviously, I want to watch his new one, A Hidden Life. He looks like a really interesting filmmaker. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Dan. Darius, hello, Darius. How are you? And Ollie again, hello. Hello. I don't really know how to pronounce that username. I'll just say hello to you. Jake, hi, Jake. I'm doing very well, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Kyra, hello, Kyra. Oliver, hello. Winslow with the wave. Nice to see you. Sam Street, K. Lucas, not sure if you've talked about it, but what are your thoughts on the new Wong Kar-wai box set? Well, we've spoken about it before on the stream when it was first announced. People were asking me, are you going to be getting it? And I can tell you that hopefully tomorrow it should be arriving in the mail. So I'm going to be doing a video on that. I'm going to be doing a first impressions video on the set. And yeah, just doing general, because I haven't seen any of his films. And I thought it'd be interesting to do kind of a first impressions of the set, stuff like that. And I did want to watch some films from Wong Kar-wai before I got the set. I believe that's who you're mentioning with the WKW. I'm pretty sure hopefully that's who you're on about. I'm sure you'll let me know if I'm talking about something else. But yeah, I'd love to have watched some of his films before I got the set. I did, I'd like to get, watch In the Mood for Love or something like that. They're all available on the Criterion channel. But it was 30% off on Amazon US, and so I just had to get it because it was cheaper. And I knew it was inevitable that I was going to get it. I just thought, it's 30% off, it's cheaper than waiting until May, pretty much June in the UK when we get it, and paying full price. And we've got quite a few people watching at the moment, so maybe this will be an opportune moment to do the question for the giveaway. Oh, hello, Emma. How are you? I'm glad you could join today. But yeah, we've got 26 people watching. Oh, now 28. So I don't really want to hold off and we don't get anyone else. So I'll do it now if everyone's ready. This question is related to one of my films, by the way. Yeah, kind of self-promoting there. But yeah, it's a question to do with that. So if you haven't seen any of my films, then you're going to be stuck. It's only going to be one question. I did think about doing a few questions, but then it would be hard to tally up the results and things to get proper winner. So basically, it's the first person who gets the question correct, really. So I'll just do a test round. I think I'll do that. I'm just going to make up a question on the spot. Okay, this should be quite easy for people. Which, like town or village, whatever you want to call it, do Luke, Obi-Wan, and all the people visit on Tatooine in the first Star Wars film? What is it? I'm sure most people will know. But yeah, what's that place called? That town, or yeah, I guess you could call it a town. And now I've got 26 people watching. But anyway, we'll do it now. Strike while the iron's hot. There we go, yeah. Mos Eisley. Kyra got that one. So if that was the actual question, Kyra, you would have won. And by the way, people, can we please put your question in, or your answer, sorry. Put it in if you actually want to win, please. I know it's tempting just to put your answer in, but there we go. If you're not actually going to claim your prize because you get back to those films, those DC films, then there we go. Well done, everyone. Very easy. Just a test round, testing the waters. Well done. Right, so here's the question. Get ready. Okay. What is the age of the midget in I Spy? What is the age of the midget in I Spy? And it's not a hidden detail. If you've seen the film or films, because there's a sequel, I Spy Chapter 2, you will know it. Oh, Luke put 12. Sorry, Luke. The midget is not 12 years old. Oh, here we are. No. Because it's in his name. 80. No, Emma, it's not 80. 30. You might be getting there. Ollie, 12. No, that's not 12. It's not 24. Not 27. People are just guessing now. Oh, that's correct. It is 34. Well done, Archie. You've won. His name is the 34-year-old midget. Yeah. So there you go. These films are yours if you want them, Archie. Hopefully you do want them, because I can't think of another question. It took me ages to actually think up of a question in the first place. But yeah, it's 34. He's called the 34-year-old midget in the film. So well done, Archie. And that was a question mark. You weren't sure there. Obviously, he isn't an iconic villain that I thought he would be. Because I really didn't know what question to do. Did I want a question linked to the DC films that I was giving away? But I wanted to make it a little more personal, a little more kind of tailored to the channel a little bit. But yeah, that's well done. Yeah, he's called the 34-year-old midget in the film. That's his name. Yeah, well done, Archie. Congratulations, and well done, everyone, for having a good guess. Yeah, there it is. So well done, everyone. Yeah. So I've got Archie on Messenger anyway, and I'm pretty sure Archie's already won one of my giveaways. This wasn't rigged, but he did win my 800 subscriber giveaway. So I've already got your address, Archie. But I'll just yeah, it was a good. Yes, thank you, Dan. Pure guess. Well, there you go, Archie. You are the definition of film geek, because you've won. Even when you guess, you get it correct. Even when you guess, you get it correct. Look, I stop winning with all your knowledge. Yeah. Right, I'll go back up and continue with answering some of the questions. Hector says, it did predict mobs like Black Lives Matter. It wasn't a thing in 2011, so there's that. Yeah, I can see you drawing that comparison. Josh says, I've just ordered a bunch of 4Ks ready for my new TV to arrive tomorrow. That sounds awesome, Josh. Hopefully they look good on the TV, and hopefully they're good films. Wormy says, what? No, that was like the Chinese dodgy DVD guy from Phone Jacker. Oh, I think, yeah, that was in relation to some kind of comment thing. It looked like a spam or something. Archie says, I'm currently sat on my computer contemplating whether to email Warner Brothers, seeing if I can get a review copy of Judas, trying to work out which email to send it to. Well, it's already out, Archie. You've got to, rent it for £15. I believe that's the price. I don't know if they give out review copies when the film's already available to buy. I'm not sure how you go about that. And how did you even get those emails? That's one thing to say. So I'm just looking for the questions. Hector says, did you see the trailer for the movie Spiral that's coming out in May? I did. It looks interesting. It looks like Seven. I got Seven vibes. A lot of Seven vibes. I haven't seen any of the Saw films, so I'll have to go and watch some of the Saw films. Ready for that, because it looks pretty good. Even though it looks like a bit of a Seven ripoff, it looks pretty good, like Seven Saw mixed in. It's got Samuel Jackson in. It looks pretty good. We'll see if it is any good, though. Wormy Spoon says, have you seen Elizabeth Harvest? I'm guessing that's a film. I haven't, but I'm just going to look it up. Here we are. Oh, it's relatively new. No, I haven't. That's probably why I haven't seen it, because it's 2018, so not exactly, but yeah. No, I haven't seen that one, Wormy. Guessing you're going to recommend it. Hector says, I went to the library a week ago and I got to check out some DVDs. So that was fun. Yeah, I was actually looking in my college library the other day when I was back there, just looking at some of their DVDs, and some of them look pretty good, but it does say to film studies students only. I don't do film studies, so yeah. James Millership, hello. The Inspired Amateurs says, hi Lucas, are you going to pick up any more Criterions in the 2 for £25 deal? I've got two on my kind of watch list that I might want to pick up. Topsy Turvy from Mike Leigh and Sword of Doom. Those are the two. Jake asks, watched any movies today? I have. I finished off a film. It's the Manchurian Candidate. I believe that's how you say it. Yeah, the Manchurian Candidate, which was really good. And I watched Godzilla vs. Kong. I did a letterbox review for it. It was fun. It was not as bad as I was expecting it to be. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I had fun with it. It looked nice. The CGI was great. And I did mention this in my review, but usually when you've got a very heavy CGI film, you get the odd shot where the CGI looks awful. I don't really get that in this film. But it's definitely very flawed. But I didn't go too harsh on the film because it's a Godzilla versus Kong film. It is what it is. So I could have definitely rated it lower based on some of the, very flawed script. But at the end of the day, I had a good time with it. So yeah. Emma says, wondering how much of Sofia Coppola's filmography you've seen and what your thoughts are on her filmmaking style. I've seen On the Rocks and I've seen Lost in Translation off the top of my head, using trusty Letterboxd here to see if there's anything else. I do like On the Rocks. Some people kind of gave it pretty bad ratings. It was relaxing. It was really fun, actually. It wasn't too... Yeah, that was the only two. And I did want to watch, I think it was Mary Atonement or something, which I know I can just see you've seen, Emma, which you rate very highly. And there's some other films as well that I want to watch. Oh, and The Virgin Suicides, which is meant to be really good. So I've yet to really, dive deep into her filmography because some of her films were in Prime and I missed them. They got took off, unfortunately. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed them so far. It's really nice. It's very interesting. I can't really speak that much of it since I've only seen those two films. but I definitely want to watch more of her films because I like what I've seen so far. Just have a drink of water. James Millership says, have you bought much in the Arrow sale? I've bought nothing so far. The big thing that I want from Arrow at the moment, which I don't know when it's going to be on sale, is the Alejandro Jodorowsky, or however you say his name, his box set. He did The Holy Mountain, El Topo. I believe he's from Chile, film director from Chile. I want that box set they did of his. I've been checking their website constantly when they have sales on, when they have these things on, and that is not in the sale. And they say up to 70% off Easter sale. That's not in it, which is really annoying. But there's definitely a few things in there that I've got my eye on that I'll probably get when I get paid at the beginning of next month. I might get a few things, but I did just get Bird with the Crystal Plumage, which is fantastic. And then they've just announced that they're doing a lovely, nice 4K edition of it. So that's annoying. So I don't know whether to keep the Blu-ray or get the nice 4K edition. So I love Italian giallo. I love cinema. I love I love all that. I love their horror. So, and they've got a really nice Italian crime box set as well, which looks awesome. Luke says, the only criterion I have of Terrence Malick is The New World, but I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, it's meant to be quite a good film. That when I get more into his work, I'll probably pick that up. And it's a nice kind of digipack thing. So that's always nice from a criterion. James says, have you seen the Hitchcock film Torn Curtain? I haven't. I've got a Hitchcock box set right up there. I don't know if that's included in it. And if it is, I will be watching it eventually. Right, back to the comments. I think this is one. I've got Nikolai. Best year of movies ever. That is a hard question. And recent memory would be 2019 because I watched a lot in 2019. So I can't say for an older year because it isn't like I watched loads of films from like 1971 or something like that. And I don't know why that film came to mind anyway. But not film year. So 29, I don't, because I want to go older, I don't want to go 2019, because this 1970s is my favorite decade of film, the 70s. But to pinpoint a year is really hard, actually. But I'll go 2019 just because it's in recent memory. I'm familiar with that. I watched loads of films from that year. But yeah, I'll go with that one. What is your most rewatched movie? Either be Goodfellas, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Empire Strikes Back as well. I think those ones I've seen a lot. I've seen, it's double figures. I don't know if that's impressive or not. I know some people watch the same film many times, but yeah. Higer says, hello, I recommend two great films from Brazil, City of God and Bacurau, two masterpieces. City of God is on my list. I want to watch that, and I've seen Bacurau, and it's great. Really like Bacurau, but City of God's on my list. Hello, Armani. I'm very well, thank you. I'm glad you could join. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone just in case. I've got moderators on, and sometimes they message me in case we've got trouble because I'm usually behind on the comments. Wormy says, you don't need a review copy. By the end of the night, someone is going to betray Jesus. There's a clue in this. I think he was referring to Judas and the Black Messiah, Wormy. I think that was, I don't know if your comment was a joke, and Archie's just addressed it there. Hector says, it looks like Seven, but in Saw universe. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've only seen the first Saw movie, but I'm intrigued enough. I haven't seen anything from Saw. Anything from that franchise. Dan, the film reviewer, have you seen Once Upon a Time in America? I have. I've seen it twice. It's great. Very, very close to a 5 out of 5 rating, actually. I'd recommend it, definitely, if anyone hasn't seen it. Top 3 of 2020. I'll get my letterboxed up because I can't remember. And if you watch my top 10 video, it's very different. because I watched more of the good stuff that wasn't available to me at that point. Top 3 of 2020. Come on. At number 3, we've got Mangrove. At number 2, we've got Nomadland. At number 1, we've got Another Round. Lima Boy says, have you seen Max Payne with Mark Wahlberg? I haven't. No. Is it any good? Is it one of his comedies? Usually most of his comedy films aren't very good. So if it's one of those, I probably won't watch it. But if it's something else, like he was in Boogie Nights, he was in The Departed. If it's something like that, then I might watch it. Dan says, I watched Her last night, a very thought-provoking look on love. I'd recommend it. It's more than a standard romance, which I know is not usually your thing. Yeah, Her has been a film that's been on my list for a long time now. It's just no streaming service. So it's hard, and I know it's had rave reviews. Loads of people love it, so maybe I should just buy the Blu-ray and watch it. Probably do that, but we'll see. But yeah, it's definitely a film I'll be watching, Dan. Luke says, I have to say that 7 is now because that Spiral looks really good, mate, for sure. Yeah, that's all right, Luke. We've got Ollie saying, I've got to go for tea. But a great giveaway and great give back to the viewers. Hopefully I can win the next giveaway. Yeah, hopefully, Ollie, you did win my 500 subscribers, so maybe you'll have 2 strokes of luck and win. But no, thank you for stopping by at least. Have you seen Scarface? If it's the De Palma remake, I have. If it's the original Howard Hawks one, I haven't seen it yet. Dan says the most underrated Hitchcock movie, I personally would say The Wrong Man. Yeah, I own The Wrong Man. I think I own every Hitchcock film that's available in the premium collection. I haven't seen any of them except for To Catch a Thief, but I watched that previous to buying it. The most underrated Hitchcock film for me would have to be, I really like Dial for Murder. That is really good. Hitchcock's filmography is so big that pretty much anything apart from Rear Window, The Birds, Psycho, Vertigo, and North by Northwest, apart from those films, everything else is classed as underrated because they're kind of these top films. Or Rebecca, maybe, but Strangers on a Train was excellent. Lady Vanishes is great as well, yeah. And Dial for Murder, yeah. I'd say those. And To Catch a Thief is actually really good as well, so I'd recommend that one. Luke says, how did you watch Godzilla vs. Kong? I have HBO Max, but I'm using a VPN. Hello, Neo. No problem at all. By the way, we've done the giveaway. If you were here for the giveaway. Sorry if you were here for that. Wormy says, if you are Neo and you are late, are you really late, though? I don't know. Is he really late? Maybe. Maybe not. Depends how long the stream goes on for. I could end it now if I wanted to, but we're not going to end it now. Don't worry, everyone. Archie says, oh, wait, maybe Warners won't be happy with me because of what I did with Godzilla vs. Kong. Sorry, Warner Brothers Overlords. There's actually a reference to someone pirating a film in Godzilla vs. Kong. Sam Streak says, what do you think we'll finally get to see the friend? When do you think? Well, hopefully the release date that it's scheduled. I think that's in July. At that point, cinemas supposedly should be open in the UK. I don't think cinemas will close or have a full lockdown in America, and that's the main market for films. So, yeah, it should come out when it's meant to. Oh, I think you've already posted this one. Pretty sure you did. Wimmy Spoon says, I believe you have just watched The Matrix, Lucas. If you like that, I recommend Mr. Nobody, What Dreams May Come, The Butterfly Effect, and Raised by Wolves. I have, Wormy Spoons. Yeah, I recently watched the Matrix trilogy. So thank you for that. Raised by Wolves is meant to be really good, but it's a show, I believe. So I might not get to that. I'm not sure. The Butterfly Effect, that sounds like an interesting title. And that might be a show as well. Who knows? Oh no, it's a film. Yeah, I love the concept of the Matrix. Great concept. Got Dan says, if you enjoyed The Matrix, I need to watch V for Vendetta. I did start it. I started it years ago now, maybe 2 years ago. I don't know why I didn't. I think it was because it was leaving a streaming service or something happened. I didn't get to finish it. I started like the first 30 minutes or something like that. I need to get around to watching that film. And Brazil, I've seen Brazil. I like Brazil. And Emma says, definitely check out Mary Atonement. I think it was ahead of its time and misunderstood by critics when it came out. From what you've seen, what's the best performance by an actor and an actress? That's a good question, Emma. The best performance. That's a hard question as well, because it's hard to, I have in my head my favorite films and best films from directors I love, but from actors that I love, and even I can say that some actors that are not my favorite actors, I can still say that their performance was phenomenal. Because my favorite actor probably Robert De Niro. That's a good question, because I don't want to go with kind of an obvious choice or kind of an overacted one like Al Pacino. He's a good actor. He's a really good actor, but he kind of leans towards the same thing a lot of the time, yelling, swearing. But he's a great actor. Great in pretty much everything he's in. He's fantastic. You really put me on the spot here, but it's a great question. I'm just trying to think of. I want to give you an answer. I'm sure some people will be replying to this because it's a great question in the comments. Oh, here's a recent performance that I've thought was fantastic. It's Amandel Saunton in Vera Drake. She was fantastic in this film. It's directed by Mike Leigh. It's criminally unaccessible for some reason in the UK. I watched it on the Italian Mubi. I've got Mubi. I used a VPN to go on Italy and watch it. It's not. I really hope, because Criterion just recently released Secrets and Lies from Mike Leigh. I really hope they release Vera Drake, because you can't. I don't think you can stream it in the UK. I don't think it's not on any streaming service in the UK. It's not on Blu-ray in the UK. It's terrible, and it's such a good film. That's my recommendation, because she's so good. And by the way, she's the same actress who plays Umbridge in the Harry Potter films, who's a horrible character. You really hate her character, but in this film, she plays the most lovable person you will ever. She's not overacting anything at all. It's so natural, and this is what I love about these kind of British films. I think they're called kitchen sink, like a Poor Cow from what's his name now? Ken Loach. The performance in that is so real. It's almost documentary-like. It's just so real. It's not over. It's just this character. It's just this woman, and they're played brilliantly by these actresses. So that's a recent one that comes to mind. Amanda Saunton from Vera Drake. Great film. Really, really enjoyed that. As an actor, I'll probably have to go with a bit of an obvious one. Probably, I really love Robert De Niro in, Taxi Driver or Goodfellas. He's great in. So yeah, that's my answer. Hello, Blu-ray Madness. How are you? And Upgrade's good. I haven't seen Vanilla Sky. Marnie says, have you seen the Untouchables? I have. It's really good, actually. There's a really great suspense bit when the baby's falling down the stairs. I know it sounds silly, but when I first watched that, I was that on the edge of my seat that I wanted to turn the film off because I was afraid what was going to happen. It was that suspenseful. When I rewatched it, obviously it didn't hold up, but it was still so well done. De Palma, great film. Great cast as well. Connery and what's his name now? Kevin Costner as well. Max Payne is a video game adaptation. It's pretty not good. Yeah, I wasn't familiar with that one, actually. Her is amazing, yeah. I hear really great things about her. She says, after watching Godzilla v Kong, I have to say I actually really like the score. It's fittingly epic and kind of awesome. Yeah, a problem I had with the film was that there was a lot of soundtrack to it. I hate it when you have so much overture and music and score. It takes away from the film. It does, and it is a big blockbuster film. So I guess that's what they do. Emma puts in, I agree with your take that Dial M for Murder is the most underrated Hitchcock. Also, some of his 40s, Ingrid Bergman, Notorious, Spellbound. Yeah, doesn't Notorious have a Criterion? That's one that I want to check out, which seem to have been less remembered with time. Yeah, really, it's not. Yeah, Notorious. That's something I want to check out. I believe that's got a Criterion. Luke says, meant to say I have to see this. Oh, the Seven film. Okay. Pablo, hello. Are you working on a new film project? And if so, when can we expect to see it? I am. In fact, next week I'm going to be shooting the film. It's only going to take one day because it's for my college course. I'm not sure because I'm wanting to enter it into film festivals. So I probably would want to have it festival run first, but that likely won't happen because I also, because it's for my college course, my tutor said it would be a great idea to do the same thing I did with my previous two films, which is do a live commentary on it. So I did the same thing for Melancholy Man and Pulchritudinous. He said that would be a great idea, but then again, I'd have to release the film so people could watch it. But they don't want to watch it for the first time with me talking over it and pausing it all the time. So I'm sure it'd be fine if I can release the film on YouTube before I enter it into festivals. And hopefully that's okay. But yeah, soon, probably May, I'd say. Probably May. May, yeah. Archie says the funny thing is Godzilla vs. Kong is literally mutant crocodile versus a big monkey. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm Team Godzilla for sure. It doesn't take itself very seriously, which I appreciated because I hate it when they do that. Armani says, I'm going to wait till cinemas open to see Godzilla vs. Kong. Hopefully they will open this Easter holiday. I don't know where you are, Armani. I don't know if you're in the UK or not, but yeah, in the UK, cinemas are meant to open May 17th. Wormy says, sorry, was Matrix philosophizing then if you are Neo and you are late, then you were meant to be late because you are Neo, so you are not, but late you are. The Matrix will blend your head. Yes, reading that, Wormy Spoons has blended my head as well. Blu-ray Madness says, Christian Bale in The Fighter is one of my favourite performances of Matthew McConaughey in Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah. Two films I've yet to see. Dan says, a film which disturbed you the most, I'll probably go with The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Or another really chilling film would be Don't Look Now, and as Archie mentions, Hereditary, says that's the only film that's kept him up, afraid. Damn man, I was so disturbed by it. It's a fantastic film, though. It really is. It's one of my favourite films. It really is superb. Blue Madness says, I did a video on my top 5 Hitchcock films and Dial M for Murder is in there. That's good. That's good to see. I'll have to check that out, Blue Madness. Britain has got some social realist films. Have you seen This Is England or I, Daniel Blake? I haven't seen any of those yet. No, I've got to get into Shane Meadows, and isn't I, Daniel Blake another Ken Loach film? I think it is. Yeah. Haven't seen them yet, unfortunately, Dan. Windsor says, I'm not a big fan of The Untouchables. Oh, I do like Sean Connery, though. That's a big thing about it. And I do like De Palma and his style of it. He's a really great director. Sorry, Jonas, I've just seen your comment pop up. You have unfortunately missed the giveaway. Yeah, I did it. when we had like a lot of people watching. Now we're down to 13 views at the moment. Now 12 actually. But yeah, I really liked it, and Connery's so good in the film. So yeah, I really like it. Robert says, "Have you seen any Lucio Fulci films?" I have. I've seen a few. He says, "I heard you bring up Argento earlier." I think yeah, and I was wondering if you've seen some of. Yes, I have. I've seen some from Fulci, from Bava, of course, Mario Bava. Let me just see what I've seen from Fulci. I haven't seen. I've seen his zombie, his first zombie film, which is I like that one. It's probably my favorite one would be Zombie Flesh Eaters. That's the one. Favorite one would be Don't Torture a Duckling. I wasn't a fan of The Beyond or The New York Ripper. Bava by Mario Bava. If I just search him up. I've seen Black Sunday, which is great. Really atmospheric, really nice. Blood and Black Lace, which is pretty good. It's okay. And Bay of Blood. Yeah, I've seen 3 films from it. I've seen another one from another it's a film called Torso. Yeah, by Sergio Martino. Oh, I've actually seen 2 films from Martino. Oh, The Strange Vice of Mrs. Wardoth is great. Really. It's just such a good giallo. It's just like, it's so good, that film. I'd recommend that. It's on Prime if anyone watching from the UK. Lima Boy says, once in my school, a 16-year-old boy come in a pink t-shirt and everyone thought he was Papa Pig. Yeah, that's an odd comment to put in, but okay. Archie says, I wish to withdraw my entry from the giveaway. I don't want a Godzilla fans in my house. Team Monkey. Oh no. Trust me, if you've seen the classic Godzilla films, you will like them. That's why I'm Team Godzilla. As you can see behind me, there's the awesome box set. Rewatched American Beauty today, and it was. I was gonna rewatch it because I know it's leaving today on Netflix, but didn't have a chance. Oh no, Winslow, I didn't realize it's his last day. Definitely gonna have to watch it now. Yeah, it's really good, Archie. It's due a rewatch from me. Can't believe I missed it. I just got caught up with watching other films. Sam says, do you watch the BAFTAs? And if so, are you planning to watch some of the nominated films? Last year I watched the BAFTAs and had a good time with it. And it's annoying because the BAFTAs, it's not live. You know, they air it after it happened. So it's like there's the winners are already out. It's on Twitter and things. So you kind of got to stay away from social media when you watch the BAFTAs because there's no point in watching it when you know who's won. So yeah, but I stayed away when I watched it, thankfully. So I'll probably watch it because I had a good time. I like to support the BAFTAs and stuff like that because it's British and things. So I'll probably watch it this year as well. And well, I know for the Oscars I need to watch The Father, Sound of Metal, and what's the other one? What's the other one that I need to watch that was nominated for Best Picture? Oh, Minari. Yeah. Those are, and I need to really get to them. I don't know why. I keep them. I know it's going to be the case of I'm going to be cramming them in just before the Oscars come about. So I need to watch them. And it says, Amanda Donson is fantastic in Vera Drake. Do you remember which film made you fall in love with movies or want to become a filmmaker? That's an excellent question, Emma. And I do remember it all kind of started when I was younger, it was about when I was 13 or 12 years old. I used to love X-Men. I still like it now. Used to love X-Men, superhero films, comic book films. I used to love it. And so when X-Men First Class was one of my favorite X-Men films, I loved the character of Magneto, and Michael Fassbender was one of my favorite actors because of his performance of Magneto. He's just so good. He's still pretty good. He's not as good as I thought he was, and that film is nowhere near as good as I thought it was. I can tell you that. But I loved that film. I thought music in it and the scenes were so cool. And so what I decided to do was I decided to rip the entire thing off. I decided to come up with my own supervillain, which was pretty much Magneto, but a telekinesis. So I called him Techneto. This was my first ever film, by the way, that I did. Well, it's not even a film, and it's lost now. It's gone, erased from, I don't know how. I don't know why it was deleted or what happened to it, but it's gone. And my grandma was the camera operator. There was Techneto and two kind of military people with Nerf guns as like proper guns, and my house was meant to be this facility. And they're kind of like going up it, and it's the same music from that. But when I was also around the similar age, I wanted to be an actor. That was kind of the thing. I wanted to be an actor. But then when I was doing acting, as a subject, I kind of found myself directing people a lot. And I like the feel for it. I enjoy the feel for it. So that made me kind of think maybe I want to be a director. So then I thought maybe I want to be like a stage director, direct plays, because I thought, directing films is way too ambitious. But I still directed films. I still made films with my friend, because when I told my friend that I did this thing, he kind of came to me and said, "Hey, do you want to make some films over some holidays?" We made 3 films. I've got them, actually. Well, actually, the first one we made is gone. I don't know how, but it was erased. The second one is I've got it on my phone, and the third one you can watch on my channel. Wouldn't recommend it. It's called Endless Escape. That's in a playlist because it's on a different channel. So if you go on a playlist, films that I've made, that's one of the films that we made together. We even actually entered into a film festival. Of course, it was turned down, and actually gave us some feedback on it, funnily enough. And yeah, but then I just got a feel for, I was watching more films. I really loved films and stuff like that, and I just kind of developed into this thing where I just, when I got this idea in my head, I had to do it. I had to make the film. I had to write the script. I had to do it, and that was with Deadly Obsession and things. And I Spy, because when I was on holiday and I was just coming off of watching Mission Impossible Fallout, which I loved that film to death, because I just thought it was everything, because it is actually really good. And I really just wanted to make a spy film because I loved Bond as well. I had a big obsession with Bond. I still do now. Still love Bond. And so I had a big obsession with that. And I've always wanted to make a spy film because I've always watched these films and thought, what, I want to do that. I want to be there. I want to do that because I love these films. I want to replicate that. And it's just kind of evolved over time. My taste has evolved over time. And now I'm just very open-minded about everything, every film. That was a very long-winded answer. But yeah. Oh, and you've even responded. Yeah, X-Men. It was, yeah. It wasn't anything like Raiders, or even though Raiders is awesome, but it wasn't anything like that. It was X-Men. And I also did another thing, Stranger Things as well. I pretty much ripped off that. I kind of did this at my grandma's house, and I've got the intro to it, but the actual video thing, it was like way too ambitious. I was like, okay, I'm gonna like do a web series, and it was called Different Worlds, and it was like this kid who gets lost in a forest and then somehow teleports to a different dimension where it's kind of post-apocalyptic. I shot the first half of that episode where he wakes up. Of course, naturally, I take the music from used in Stranger Things. So the intro to this show that I made is the same theme music from Stranger Things, and it's the same soundtrack that in this episode, where he wakes up and then he goes out to the park, and yeah, that was another thing as well, because I was just influenced by all this stuff and I just really wanted to do it. But yeah, what else? But for me, it was a mix of Titanic, which I will defend. Great, it is actually good. I like Titanic, and The Sound of Music. I still haven't seen it. Also, oh, that's an interesting one. Spielberg's Lincoln. Yeah, no, I would never have thought of that. No one's ever said that either. No, and I've seen that. I wouldn't place it. No, but it is like a really high production film, and because it's a period piece and things. Oh, and I can't believe I forgot. If you're still watching, Emma, Daniel Day-Lewis, There Will Be Blood. That is probably one of if not the best performance I've ever seen. That is incredible. That performance he does in that film. So hopefully you're still watching for that. But yeah, now everybody knows, and I've told a variation of that story for many times. It comes up on the stream. Where are we? Got to go. The Scotland game is on in a couple of minutes. Look forward to the next video stream. Thank you, Blu-ray Madness. No problem at all. We've got Lima Boy says, have you seen Dread 3D? I haven't, no. Have you seen Revenge for Jolly with Oscar Isaac? I haven't seen that either, unfortunately. Amani says, yeah, I'm in the UK. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to seeing it in the cinema, but I'll probably see it on streaming. Yeah, I don't think we're getting it on at the cinema. What is it about the New Europe you didn't like? I'm just curious to hear your thoughts. I've watched a few films since then, Robert. So I'll just look now, because I hopefully I left a review on Letterboxd, kind of explaining my thoughts. Oh, I just logged it. I gave it 2 stars. Yeah, I think it was because I can't remember now. I just didn't like it. I seriously can't. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't remember. There's just going to be a particular giallo that really hits the nail on the head for me, and The Strange Vice of Mrs. Wardeth is that film for me. And probably Don't Torture a Duckling as well. Those films and Bay of Blood, certain types, and The Beyond is just kind of over the top. I didn't really, and that's really well rated as well. But I just didn't get it. Oh, we've got Alex here. Hi, Lucas. Sorry I missed the contest, but I've had a busy day doing birthday. No problem, Alex. I just want to say on the stream, live, happy birthday. Hope you're having a great day, Alex. Just wanted to pop along for a bit and say hi. I'll watch this. Oh, thank you very much, Alex. Hope you're having a great day. Getting plenty of films, and, that's great. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I didn't expect you to be here because of your birthday and things, so I really appreciate you coming by. Really kind of you. Got Winslow says, moments in a film that spooked you, not from horror. The moment in Requiem for a Dream with, oh yeah, that's a good one. That is a really good one, Winslow. Well, that is a good one. I would probably agree with that one, because off the top of my head, I can't think of one. Archie says, just a question. Can you watch the Oscars via a Now TV subscription? Thinking of taking a 7-day trial over that period. Yes, you can. It's Sky Cinema, because the Now TV, Sky Cinema, whatever you want to call it, because there's like a live thing, and they have different channels. So they've got Sky Cinema Romance, Sky Cinema Disney, Sky Cinema Action, and when the Oscars roll out, they have something called Sky Cinema Oscars, I think, where on that channel they show obviously Oscar nominated films, Oscar winner films, and when it airs at around, what is it, 2 o'clock in the morning in the UK, that the Oscars will air on that channel. At least that's what's meant to happen. That's what happened when I watched it 2 years ago. Watched Sound of Metal the other day. Really good. Riz Ahmed was great. Yeah, I need to watch that. I don't know when it's coming to the UK. I'm going to have to watch it on a website. Movie Dude, do you like The Searchers or John Wayne movies? I wasn't a massive fan of The Searchers, actually. Could appreciate it for what it was, but it wasn't the most interesting film, and it wasn't it's because with American westerns. American westerns that they're okay. I prefer spaghetti westerns, and I've seen a few John Wayne films. He's really good in. Well, he's great in everything. True Grit. What's it? A Good Man? Is it A Good Man? Is it A Good Man? It's a John Ford film. I think I've got the title wrong. A Quiet Man. The Quiet Man. That was it. Yeah, he's great in that. Obviously, he's great in Stagecoach. Yeah, that's pretty much anything I've seen him in. I do want to watch more of his films, though. Okay, Luke here says, watched anything from Netflix lately, Lucas, mate? Me and my missus is watching The Irregulars, really good series so far to get around Sherlock Holmes' home street. Not really, actually, Luke. I don't tend to watch, if it's a Netflix original film that looks moderately good or moderately interesting, I'll watch it. Shows I don't watch because it's just films. I'm trying to watch Breaking Bad at the moment, but I haven't watched an episode in like 2 weeks. So yeah, and if I do watch an episode, I'll literally just watch an episode unless it's got a bit of a cliffhanger. Then I'll have to binge a few episodes. So yeah, I most likely will never watch The Irregulars because Netflix have so many shows, and there's so many other shows that are on the top of my list to watch. Not Netflix. Some of them might be Netflix, but not all Netflix. So yeah, but no, not much. Nothing original. Don't know if you're watching just general, but nothing original. It's interesting. It is. I'm making a film about Star Wars meets Back to the Future. Well, I'll be interested to see how that turns out. Hello, Lachlan. How are you? Great to have you here. Have you seen 28 Days Later or Weeks Later? I've seen 28 Days Later, which was pretty good. Put The Weeping Mellow on your watch list. Okay, I will. I follow your command, Oswald the cat. But I'm actually going to see what it is about. Obviously, I'm highly recommending it. Well, it is really highly rated, so I'm going to put it on the watch list. And it's by director Theo. I've just clicked on over. Theo Angelopoulos. And he did a film Landscape in the Mist. All highly rated. So thank you. I've never heard about that director, so I put it on the watch list. Thank you, Oswald the cat. Darius, what do you think of the new Suicide Squad trailer? It looks absolutely bonkers. It looks fun. The actual look of the film, it was obviously shot digitally. It doesn't look that great. There's a few digital, films that are shot digitally where you can clearly tell they were shot digitally and they look terrible. In the early age of digital filmmaking, you've got stuff like Collateral, which looks like it was shot on an iPhone. You've got Hugo, which just looks way too digital, way too clean and polished and pristine. I didn't like that. So apart from the look of the film, as in the visual look, which doesn't look great at all, it does. I'll watch it. It looks fun. Looks like summer blockbuster fun. But the dialogue was questionable. The dialogue was very odd, actually. Emma says, I think Lincoln was just one of those very long, serious movies I saw, and even as an 8-year-old, it gripped me. Oh, wow. 8-year-old, that was really, trust me, I'm 16 when I watched that, and it didn't really grip me, so you've got a very good attention span and just, mindset as an 8-year-old. But it stayed with me. Daniel DeLuise is epic in Lincoln, and There Will Be Blood. Oh, I completely agree, yeah. I don't want to undermine his performance in Lincoln. He's fantastic in Lincoln. Max Fields says, sorry I'm late. When was the Oscar podcast out? Is it out only on Spotify? I believe, yes. I thought, yeah, Archie's response to that one. Dan says, what are your thoughts on Bringing Out the Dead? In the end, Bringing Out the Dead was fine. It was it was okay. I don't think I gave it a review. Maybe I did. I wanted it to be darker. From what I've heard of the film, I was expecting it to be dark and gritty, and sure, it was quite gritty, but it wasn't what I was expecting. I wanted it to be darker and more gritty, and it wasn't. It wasn't that. And I just wanted it to be more of that. It felt there was some nice moments in it. I feel like the relationship between Nicolas Cage and this this woman character, I forget her name, and the actress who played her, wasn't that strong. I liked him, going out in the ambulance with 3 different people, breaking it up, which was nice. And there was some nice shots, nice bits of filmmaking from Scorsese as usual. So yeah, it's not his best. It's pretty. I'll give it like a 3.3 out of 5. Luke says, that's to Alex. Dan says, the only thing that bugs me about watching the Oscars live on Sky is the amount of commercials. Yeah, there was quite a few. Adverts when I was watching that. Hello, thank you for joining. Maxfield says, what's your worst fear as a filmmaker? Is it getting your film locked behind a greedy publisher? Is it being trapped with not enough time to write or direct? Well, I've never had the experience of having my film being locked behind a greedy publisher because, well, I publish it on YouTube. I don't need to go to studio. I'm only 16, so I don't think I'm not going to cross that problem yet. But definitely time. Time is, it's one of the biggest problems filmmaking. Time of the day. You want more hours in the day. You need more. You just want more time to do it. You can tinker and write and add and tweak a script forever. You can do that. You can, change it, and you'll never get the film done. And you could have it at one of the best moments, but you can just, there's a time where you just need to leave it, print it out, and get to the next step. And of course, if you're doing this professionally, you don't have time to do it unless you're like, I don't know, take Kubrick, where he, takes ages to do his things. But yeah. Anyone seen The Outpost? I haven't, Wormy Spoons. I'll look it up. The Outpost. It does ring a bell. Is this relatively new? That film. This kind of 20, with Orlando Bloom in. If it's that one, unless you're talking about a 1995 film, which barely anyone has seen on Letterboxd. But if it's talking about that, it doesn't have. To be fair, it doesn't have terrible reviews. It did look pretty bad, but I'm not going to watch that. Yeah. Have you seen Dog Soldiers? Not many YouTubers seem to have. Dog Soldiers has been recommended to me. Yeah, I haven't. Sorry to be another YouTuber to add to the list who hasn't seen Dog Soldiers, but let me just. I'm sure it's on my watch list. Yeah, very dark. Wow. Just looking from the banner that you got on Letterboxd, it looks the one from Neil Marshall 2002 looks very dark and kind of wow, yeah. But no, I haven't seen it. Pablo, how did you get the restaurant location in Hyde? I work at the restaurant, so that's how I got it. Yeah, I work there, so I just asked them, can I film there? And they don't close at all, unless we're in a pandemic, obviously. But usually, they will never. They open 7 days a week, in the morning and in the evening. So we had a slot to get in there. It was between 3 o'clock and 4:30. So we had about 90 minutes, about an hour or so. I was planning only to be there for one day, for one kind of time, but we ran out of time to do it all, so we had to go back 2 days. So you can see continuity errors in the lighting if you watch it. So yeah, that's how I got the location. I just work at the restaurant. I've worked there for over 2 years, so yeah, it isn't like I just started working there. And at the time, I'd worked there for over a year, so it was pretty safe to let me do that. And I also use the same restaurant in my music video. Oswald the Cat says he's a Greek filmmaker, extremely underrated, some of the most beautiful films ever made. Yeah, thank you for putting that on my radar, Oswald. Jack Snell, who is your favorite non-English speaking director? Federico Fellini. He's one of my favorite film directors of all time. Armani, have you heard of the 60s spy show called The Saint? It basically was the precursor to Roger Moore becoming Bond. We'll probably check it out as the episodes are on ITV Hub and YouTube. No, I haven't seen that. I probably won't watch it. Well, if it's Roger Moore, even though he's probably my least favorite Bond, but he's still okay. It's nice to see his early beginnings. I love Hugo, to be honest. Yeah, I watched it for the first time the other day, so I haven't had any nostalgia to it. It is a good look at kind of silent films. I love the love letter and the ode to George Méliès and silent cinema. I love the kind of the montage of the different clips from silent films. That was great. That was my favorite part of the film. But apart from that, there was nothing to enjoy. You know, it is a kids' film, but I just wish, you know, because it's Scorsese and he implements that cinema into it because it's kind of that's what he wanted to do. But I know, like you said, Archie and a lot of people, they watched it as a kid. I'd never seen it as a kid. I kind of just watched it the other day, so I had no nostalgia for it. Luke says, I'm watching The Shape of Water and Glorious 4K tonight. For me, have you seen it, mate? If so, what are your thoughts? I have seen it. I've seen it a few times. It is pretty good, actually. It's a nice color palette to it. It's got a nice story. Sally Hawkins is really good in it. And it's a nice kind of 60s-esque kind of film. Won Best Picture. Del Toro does a good job directing. Emma says, favorite holiday films. Would that be like favorite films to watch, around holiday, or like favorite films where people go on holiday? I don't know if you're still watching, Emma. I don't know. Yeah, is it like a holiday film when people go on holiday, or a film that you watch when you're on holiday? I don't know. Winter says, the new Suicide Squad looks a bit disappointing, to be honest. Not that I was expecting much. A lot of the jokes in the trailer didn't land. The shot of King Shot ripping someone, yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, that shot was very cool. But yeah, the dialogue for me was quite, pretty bad, actually. Wormy Spoon says, yes, the new one, Babylon the Boom. It's just... Oh, Christmas films. I get it now, Emma. Yeah, sorry, we don't usually in the UK refer to Christmas as holiday. We just, it's Christmas. Thank you for that. It would have to be Home Alone. Elf. Elf is hilarious. It's one of the best comedies. It's so funny. Watch it every year. I like Muppets Christmas Carol as well. That's always fun. Any others that come to mind? I do like... These aren't Christmas films, but they're set around Christmas time, so I'll watch them. But Eyes Wide Shut, that's set around Christmas time. It's got nothing to do with Christmas, but there's Christmas decorations, so I'll watch it around Christmas time. Yeah, I think, is there any others? Oh, Phantom Thread's a good one. It's a very elegant film. It's very cozy. And that's got a Christmas scene in it. So, yeah. I could say Goodfellas as well, but that's got a Christmas scene in. I do tend to watch that around Christmas time as well. Lachlan says, got a few new criterions. Hunger, Great Dictator, and How... Oh, these from imports. Yeah, from the US. I think I've actually got Hunger. The Steve McQueen one. Yeah, Great Dictator from Chaplin. That's good. I've got the Curzon box set. And House. Yeah, or Houseu. I think that's how you say it. That's on a streaming service. It looks quite fun, but some people might not like. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I've heard mixed things. Oh, sorry about that. Maxfield says, how do you moderately support yourself as a filmmaker in college? As in money-wise? Because I've got a job and I'm furloughed, so if there's anything I need, the budget is my bank account pretty much. If I need a prop, if I need a costume, I just pay for it through I don't set my amount. Or if I want a new piece of equipment, I save up, or if I've got the money and I'm wanting to get it, I'll get it. You still haven't watched Valhalla Rising? No, I haven't. Do you follow me on Letterboxd, Wormy Spoons? If you have, then you should. You should, because then you'll know when I watch it. But I will watch it. Watch Return from Witch Mountain as a child, and it always stuck with me. Not perfect, but not bad. Either way, very watchable. A lot, yeah. A lot of people, tend to get that. In the Christmas spirit. Yeah, it is. I do love Eyes Wide Shut. That's a film that I give 5 stars to. It's Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah. Next Christmas, I would check out Holiday Affair. It stars Robert Michigan and Janet Leigh. Quite cute. Also, the Julie Garden musical, Meet Me in St. Louis. Yeah. Oh, and I need to watch it again. I've only seen it once, but It's a Wonderful Life. That's really good. Maxfield. Elf is not overrated. Elf is so good. Elf is really funny. Elf. Let me just get back to where I was here. Mr. Bean is a good holiday movie. Yeah, I think I've seen that one. I think I've seen one of the Mr. Bean films. I forget which one, because there was a 2, 3 maybe. Got Nath Dath, watched both Unbreakable and Split recently. I'm going to watch Glass tonight. Heard mixed things about it, but still looking forward to it. Yeah, it's got some good, it's got some bad. Unfortunately, it's not it's not kind of the epic thing people were expecting. So yeah. The Night Comes for Us puts you in the family spirit. From that comment, Wormy Spoons, it sounds like it doesn't put you in the family spirit. It sounds something maybe the opposite. I'll look though. Well, the night. Oh, typo. Oh yeah, that film. I haven't seen it. I probably won't. I don't know. Hello, Erin. How are you? Great to have you here. Do you consider yourself a film critic? No, I don't. I barely review films as it is. I used to review them a lot on the channel, but it would be very rare if you get a recent film review from me now, because everyone it does. That's the big thing. Like today, I could have reviewed the new King Kong versus Godzilla film, and I didn't, because I didn't want to. I could do it. I review them on Letterboxd. That's about it. I talk about them on the stream. I did the same thing for Wonder Woman 1984. It's just because I don't want to overdo uploading videos. I don't want to just upload for the sake of uploading. I actually want to upload and do a video that I care about and that I want to put my, all my effort into, something that I'm passionate about, rather than a film that I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I did review Mank because I was really looking forward to that, and I did something quite fun at the beginning of it. So I had fun reviewing it. I put effort into it. I didn't just sit down and talk. And it's hard to review films because on doing videos, because you really want to dive deep and get into in depth. So I don't consider myself a critic at all. I'm not critical about films. I don't want to get into that. And I look at films from maybe a different perspective from most, just because I make films, so it's just every film that I watch is helpful to me. I learn something from it. I take something from it. It inspires me some way, even if the film doesn't have much to offer. If I watch a terrible film, at least it tells me, at least it shows me not what to do. Making films, I mean, if you're just a general, even if you love films the same level as I do, if you watch a terrible film, you might not be able to get a lot out of it, rather than, for me, because I'm wanting to make films, seeing where some filmmakers tried and failed is really useful. So yeah, but no, I'm not a film critic. I would not consider myself that. Archie says, gotta love watching Wolf of Wall Street with the whole family. Grandparents included. Does that even have a Christmas scene? I don't think it does. What are your thoughts on HBO Max coming? When is it coming to the UK and the EU? That's what I want to know. I heard it might be coming in October. And what are my thoughts on it? Well, I have HBO Max. Yeah, I've I've got a friend in the US and they give me their details, so I don't have to pay for it. I use a VPN, but I actually pay for the VPN because free ones aren't very, they're not very safe to use. It's an excellent service. It really is. So many films on there. It shares loads of films with the Criterion Channel. You've got loads of Kurosawa. You've got some Bergman, I believe. It's just insane. Turner Classic Movies and stuff like that. It is awesome. It's just a dream. And also, you get all the mainstream stuff too, all the big Warner Brothers new films coming. So it's pretty good. I would definitely get it. When it comes to the UK, I would definitely get it. Even though it is quite a lot. Apparently, apparently in the US, it's like $12, $15 a month. But I say it's worth it. And obviously, you get all the shows. You get Game of Thrones and all that really awesome stuff. What am I drinking, Luke? I'm just drinking water. Yeah, I'm just drinking water. Good for the throat, because throat can really get bad. And Steve, one car. Well, you know what, Steve? It won't come up tomorrow. But I'm recording mine tomorrow because it's my one car wife set's meant to come tomorrow. But tomorrow, I want to get it done tomorrow. Will be my what I watched in this month video, where it's a very long video. Everyone, most people here know about them. Yeah, I'll be doing that. I'm actually recording quite a few videos tomorrow. That one Kawaii. I don't know when that's coming up. And yeah. I don't believe it is Geroid. Not for a few years anyway, because of the contracts. For a few, I don't know. I heard maybe October, but then again, Archie's right. I didn't think it was ever going to hit the UK. I really didn't. But who knows? I mean, let's be honest. Solo the 100 is clearly, I would not recommend watching. I'd not recommend watching that, even though I haven't seen it, but I know what it is. Don't watch that with your family, please don't. Women says, if you have seen Old Boy and you like the whole scene, or if you like Raid, then watch. I do like both of those films, but I've got a lot more films to watch, and I didn't love. Well, actually, I might have. When I watch Old Boy again, I might say that I love it, but the Raid films I don't love. So yeah, and I've got lots of films to watch and things, so it's not high up on the list. If I was like a general fan, then I might. The camera work in Mean Streets is very good. The few action scenes stand out well. Yeah, Mean Streets is really good. I really like Mean Streets. It's really well shot. It's nice early Scorsese. It's good. Yes, loved watching that with my grandpa. Haven't spoken in a while though. They seem to be avoiding me. Yeah, I don't blame them, Archie. You've probably traumatized them. When we says you get raised by wolves, yes, you do. Yeah. Do you do any impressions? I'm guessing you mean impressions of characters or people, and that's no. I'm not an impression person. No. Well, I could attempt to do some, but they will be awful because I don't do impression. I know some people kind of really work on their impressions. That's kind of their thing, and they're really good at it. No, it's not what I want to do. Max says, are you going to watch Godzilla vs. Kong tomorrow? It's already a box office hit. I've seen it, Max. I've got HBO Max and I use a VPN, so I watched it today. And it's a lot of fun, actually. I think you really enjoy it. It's definitely the best out of the new Godzilla films. It's just, it knows what it is and it goes for it. The human stuff, the human stuff is in there, even though it's not most interesting. It does propel, it motivates things. It's there for a reason. A few actors give pretty boring performances. Rebecca Hall, she's not a very dynamic actress. Kyle Chandler, not a very dynamic actor. He just doesn't really I don't know what I've seen of Kyle Chandler where he doesn't do the same thing. And it isn't like something like Jim Carrey where he's got a signature thing that's the same. It's like he just, he just acts, he doesn't have anything memorable about him. That's kind of the thing. And that's why I think some of his performances, especially in this Godzilla film, and doesn't have much screen time, is pretty boring. He's pretty good in Wolf of Wall Street, though. I'll give him that. Introducing the new streaming services, Film Geek 13, plus stream all your British DVD, Blu-ray collecting, and reviews needed for a killer price of $12 a month. Wow. El Dorado is a great John Wayne movie. Yeah. Oh, my throat. I'll probably get around. Oh, Robert Michigan, James Caan. That sounds good. Lachlan, I've seen. I would like to watch that. I believe it's directed by De Niro, isn't it? I think it's on Amazon Prime. I want to watch it, yeah. The way the action is filmed and edited in The Raid is impressive. It is. I agree. It is really impressive. It's really well done. Slick, smooth. It's good. Also, Charlie Kaufman. I haven't seen much. I mean, I've seen stuff that he's written, like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I'm thinking of ending things. I like that. I need to watch Synecdoche, New York again. I didn't connect to it that well when I first watched it because it's very intellectual. It's very, I appreciate it, but it's not something that grabs you on first watch. He's an interesting writer, yeah. I support what he does. And McKiltock is very funny if you're looking for a Western comedy. And for the first time in many weeks, it looks like I've just caught up with the comments. Here we are. Hopefully you enjoy it, Max. Hopefully you enjoy it. I think you will. There we have it. I've actually done it. And I have spent quite a while. I mean, the views have been up and down, but it's quite a while answering people's questions. But I definitely need a haircut. It's 12th of April. That's when our hairdresser's open. Jeez. Oh, we've got another call. We've got a few. Oh, Wormy's going now. See you later, Wormy Spoons. Great to have you. And yes, people, I know the week before, my bulb broke in my lamp, but now it's fixed. Well, not fixed. The bulb went, so I bought a new one, but this one's quite a white light, as you can see. It's okay. It just makes me look quite pale. I prefer the other one that was more kind of yellowy. This is more, if I can turn that. I just want, so I'm not in complete darkness. Because when this is out, as you can see, I mean, it's very bright, so I don't want it in my eyes either. I'm sure no one cares about this. Do you ever get burned out watching a film every day? Sometimes I find that sitting down and staring at a movie is the hardest part. No, I've watched a film every day. Every day in 2021 so far. Haven't missed a day. Usually it's more than one as well. I can watch it. I can watch as many films. If I can, I'll just watch as many as I can possibly can in a single day. I really can. I can watch 5 in a day, 6 in a day, 7. I've never done that, I don't think. But as many as it doesn't, and I can see why. I mean, I'm very fidgety, so I can't really sit down. So I kind of like always change positions. Sometimes I just lie in my bed and watch one because or I get my foot rest, put my feet up. Sometimes I don't do that. Sometimes I do that. So yeah, but no, I never get like that. And I get up sometimes and just stretch because it can, it's not healthy. I'm not saying it's what I love. It's one thing about watching films is it isn't very healthy, or I'm not a big exerciser either. I don't go out of my way to exercise, which is bad. But thankfully, I don't. I've got is it a high or low metabolism? It's just where I can eat a lot but not get gain any weight. I burn calories very quickly, which is I'm very lucky about that, which makes me look very skinny. Sometimes that's good, but then again, my arms are very skinny, and I'm not anorexic. I don't, it's just, it is what it is, really. It does look, it is pretty, but but that will go away, unfortunately. I will soon have to watch what I eat, not, bad stuff, and actually have to exercise, which is not, I'm never a big fan of PE when I had to do that at school. Wait, what was the thing about a streaming service of me? Well, it seems, Archie, that your channel has been turned into a streaming service called Film Geek 13 Plus. I think Maxfield is elaborating. He's saying Film Geek is going to include exclusive shows like Rise of Skywalker Rant and many other classics. So during the new... Wow. Yes. Yeah, I'm waiting for your Jackie Brown episode on that, Archie. Yes, thank you. It would be a faster metabolism. Yeah, that's the next one he's got to do. Jackie Brown, we're waiting, Archie. Yeah, you've done Pulp Fiction. And they're good. They're good, Archie. I don't want to talk about... I don't like it. What? You don't like Jackie Brown? Why not? What's wrong with it? It's one of his best. I follow a director, Lee Winnell, on Twitter, and he says, I think the topic of Tarantino's best film came up, and he said every director he's spoken to have said that Tarantino's best film is Jackie Brown. And I mean, it's in my top 3. It is really good. You need to talk about it. I want to know why. What do you mean I want to talk about it? I really want to know why. Oh, it's coming. Yeah, I want to know your thoughts on that. Erin says you should read the Synecdoche, New York script. The best script ever, perhaps. I probably should. I prefer physical, though. Physical script. I mean, I've got the Hereditary script, which I got today. I can show you that, guys. That'd be really interesting, actually. I got this today. And I also have the Godfather screenplay signed by lots of people. Coppola, Marlon Brando. But here it is. It's pretty big, actually. It's bigger than I was expecting. It's from the A24 store, all the way from New Jersey, USA. Been waiting this for a while. In fact, today I was thinking scenes. Oh, I'm just looking at Archie's comment now, saying why he doesn't like Jackie Brown. Yeah, I was thinking today. I was like, when is this going to arrive? It's been a few weeks, and it's here today. I couldn't believe it. And it is a screenplay of Hereditary, because it's one of my favorite films of all time, and it's always good to have, just when I'm writing mine, because I write screenplays, obviously, and it's lovely. I might, show this on a video, maybe. I don't know. You get a foreword by Bong Joon-ho. You get, not only do you get the screenplay, but you also get cinematography stills from the film, like so. 24 frames, I believe. You get a shot list of the open seance and kind of notes from that, and you also get an essay from it. It's lovely. It's really well made book, exclusively from the A24. It's book 4, so they've done this for a few other of their films as well. Can't remember the titles of them. Hopefully they do one for Midsummer. Hopefully they do more. It's very tempting because they're numbered. You want to get all of them, but I think it was $60. It's quite a lot, shipping and things, because I had to ship it in. But yeah, it's lovely. It's really well made. It's really awesome. I love this. So yeah, and also the A24 store also have other kind of stuff like clothing and things, which I might get. Looks pretty cool, actually. Yeah. Oh, Lachlan's watching Yee Yee. Enjoy. Thank you, Lachlan. I own Yee Yee. I've had it for quite a while. I need to watch that. Enjoy it. Yes, thank you. Hello, Paul. Sorry, I didn't say hello to you in the other comment. Jackie Brown is really good. Thank you. Evening, Lucas. How are we? You'll be pleased to know I bought 2 Criterions today. However, I'm guessing you may have already read about that. Yeah, I think I did. I can't remember which ones it was, though. But I did. I saw that. I'm sure you'll be doing a video on it, Paul. So I'll watch that because I can't remember what they were. You don't. What? Why do people? Right. When I first watched Jackie Brown, I wasn't a big fan of it either. But it kind of stuck with me, you know. I don't know why, because it's very slow. I mean, what's wrong with a slow burn film? I don't know. Slow burn films are great. What's wrong with that? And it stuck with me, so I watched it again, and it a month apart, literally just a month apart, and I had a completely different experience of the film. I want to see what Archie says why he doesn't like it. Scenes drag. I don't like any of the. You don't like any of the characters. Oh, the characters are really, really good. It's Tarantino's most mature film. Yes, a few scenes drag. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's towards the end. But they're meant to be like that. It's meant to be quite a, low film. It's like these middle-aged people doing this job, getting it done, and it works brilliantly. That's what it is. It's just the talking and the music in it as well, because it's quite similar to kind of like these blaxploitation films. That's kind of one of its influences. Of course, casting of Pam Grier, one of the greats. So yeah, I like Jackie Brown. That's my statement for the day. Can't believe I can see why people don't like it though. But yeah, maybe one day it'll get a 5-star rating from me because I just love the music in it as well. It's really well done, and I love it when films. The first instance this was done was in Rashomon, Kurosawa's Rashomon, where they do things from different perspectives. That bit where you see the same thing from different characters' perspectives. I really have a thing for when that happens in films, because the one thing I always think about, the one word I always have when I'm shooting a film is perspective. I always think about perspective. And using it, because I go into my room every single day. I go through my house every single day, and I walk the same walk. I go the same places. I sit the same places. But sometimes when I go where even a few inches or a corner of the room I've never been to before, the room looks completely different. Well, not completely. It looks the same, but from just a perspective point of view, I thought, that's what I try and do. With making films, because when people watch the films, they've never been to these locations before. So that is the thing. Wormy says, I would have to rewatch it though. Yeah, definitely rewatch it. That's what I did. I'm glad it stuck with me, because it was literally a month apart. I watched them. Rewatched it. Luke says, it's been brilliant watching you, Lucas, mate. No problem at all. Thank you so much, Luke, for stopping by. I really appreciate this. And yeah, thank you so much, as always. You definitely do, Archie. Really good. I'm thinking we're getting some Stanley Kubrick hoodies for college. Yes. Do you know about I'm sure you probably might do, I don't know, the Kubrick store, where I've got a few Kubrick t-shirts from there. And they've got different. It's like a clothing thing. I'm sure if you know what I'm on about, Archie, just or if you don't know what I'm on about, just drop a comment now and just say you know about it. If you don't, because if you don't, I'll send you the link. Really great, and the packaging of it is pristine. Really nice packaging for the clothing they have. What am I it looks like I've frozen. Am I frozen at the moment? I've just tapped on I can see that I'm frozen. Can people, what's going on? I can't. Oh, sorry. Have I frozen? Oh, I'm back now. I don't know if I froze. Sorry. I will. I don't. That sounds like you haven't heard of it, so I will send you the link. It's just clothing though, but it's awesome. It is really good. I've got a few teachers from there. You got stuff from The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, you know, and different stuff as well. Different stuff. It's great. I clicked on a comment and I froze. It doesn't matter. I'm back now. Oh, Paul got. Oh yeah, I saw that. I remember now. Yeah, Last Temptation is it's good. Very spiritual film. Lord of the Flies I haven't seen. I don't have them either. But I own Last Temptation. I've seen it. Movie Dude says, I'm trying to learn how the camera. Do you mean you're trying to learn how to work a camera? It sounds like it. I just have you seen Point Break 1990s? Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. Have you had any experiences of buying from Zavvi? Some people say the postage takes a while. Yeah, I've never had a terrible experience with Zavvi ever. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but it's okay. I'm in no rush. Usually I'm not that impatient for some films, so it's okay. I never had a bad experience with them. Actually, do I have to come on the stream to argue my point? I want to know your point. Maybe, but I'm going to be wrapping up soon, actually. So I'm sure, you know, we're doing the podcast thing, aren't we, on Thursday? So I'm sure before we get into the podcast, we'll have a little discussion about that. Max, for some reason, I keep mixing up Battlefield Earth with Event Horizon. So I have a movie where John Travolta and Alan from Jurassic Park with extreme deleted scenes. I don't think I've seen either of them. Movie Dude said, the thing about 2001 Space Odyssey is it was made in 1968 with a cinematography that makes people satisfied. C-movie is not really put... What? With a cinematography that makes people... is made with the cinematography that makes people satisfied. C-movie is not really like put in a museum, but movies like Godfather in 2001. I don't know what you're on about there. I'm sorry. Movie Dude. Continued more Chaplin are placed in museums because they are masterpieces. 2001 is literally art in cinema. I'm still not sure what you're on about, what you're trying to get at there. You're not frozen for me. Oh, it's okay then. I don't know what that was. I think it was just on StreamYard. I was frozen, but that's fine. No, I haven't seen Event Horizon movie. That was a quick answer question, so I could just answer it there when it popped up. Sorry, I've been... Oh, it's fine, Dan. Not a problem at all. What's on the what? Classic question from Dan. I'm going to finish off watching Forbidden Planet, and then I'm going to watch Inherent Vice from Paul Thomas Anderson. Maxwell says, when I write a script, I can't help but put one character in a Hawaiian shirt. That could be a thing. That could be a thing. That's good. That's good. Not frozen. Who's your favorite director you've discovered through the Criterion Collection? Mine is Francois Truffaut. Oh dear. Favorite director who I've discovered from the Criterion Collection. I don't know how I discovered Francois Truffaut, but it wasn't through the Criterion Collection. I knew about him before that. Ooh, well, I can't think of a filmmaker that I didn't know about until their film or films, if it's a box set, was put out, because I knew about Bergman. Of course, I would have to have known about Bergman and Agnes Varda before I got those box sets, because there's so much money, you know? I don't think there actually is one, not off the top of my head. Movie Dude says 2001. And Chaplin, if you're talking about kind of like, is there English audio for Seven Samurai? Well, I'll just address this comment here. Yeah, they are different. If you're talking about how they're shot, then yes. You can do different things with the camera these days, which it's yeah, I can kind of see that to an extent, but Maybe you're just thinking because the way that they visually look. A lot of films nowadays are shot digitally. Those films are shot on film, which tend to look better. So yeah, and I don't think there is. I never looked into it because I don't know. Unless I don't know why you'd want that. I don't. Unless there's like, I know some people who would like to watch a international film with English dubbing because they can't keep up with the subtitles and stuff like that, which is fine. But if you're just if you can, you don't have anything stopping you from perfectly watching in subtitled international films, then you shouldn't want to have English audio on. That'd be pretty lazy. Just it's better to watch it with the native language, isn't it? You get the actors' performances. You can't really fully appreciate an international film if you are, having dubbing in it because it's someone else with your language dubbing it over. We'll be wrapping up very soon, everybody. So thank you for all stopping by, at least. Are you excited for Uncharted movie? I've never played the game, but I'll probably watch the film just because it'll be a pretty big film at the time when it comes out. I hope Resident Evil is good too. Not sure why no one is talking about the Just Cause movie, though. Yeah, I don't know either. I'm not that glued in with video game movies as well. Maxfield, I can't wait for the response video. And started a civil war. It all started on disagreement from Jackie Brown. No, that's not going to happen. Me and Archie are friends. We've got the podcast. Yeah, that wouldn't happen. I'm not going to make a response video, by the way. Me and Archie can just discuss the film. And it's interesting to talk about a film which you really like and someone else who's on a similar level to you on film appreciation has a different opinion on it, because then you can get a really good conversation going, really, just a really good conversation working. I think you can really cover some ground. Movie Dude says, subtitles work. I need to go see you. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you. I remember I saw a video once of somebody doing an entire English dub of Parasite. Why? Why would they do that? Okay. Just one other question, mate. Have you watched the trailer for the A24 movie called Zola? Looking really, really good. Yes, I have. I'm glad I watched that trailer because I didn't know if anyone was going to bring it up in the stream, and here it is. So thank you, Luke. It does look pretty good, actually. It looks like a nice modern, A24. It looks good. I'll watch it, definitely. Amelie's a brilliant international film. Have you seen it? No, it's on my list. Haven't seen it yet. So you found it, Archie? Yeah. Which one was it? They've got some good one. I prefer t-shirts, really. I've been after one of the Clockwork Orange t-shirts where it's all orange, and I think it's just got like a glass of milk in the corner, and then on the side it's got the guys. I forgot what you call them. Do they call them droogs? Something like that. You know what I mean. The guys, the gang. But yeah, we're wrapping up very soon, everybody. And I'm very glad that I did the flipping giveaway when I did, because it turns out we did have the most viewers when I did the giveaway. We have not reached those viewers since then. I'll send you a picture. Please do, Archie. It's a great website, and what they do, and I can't believe it. It's great. For a filmmaker like Stanley Kubrick to get that, it's incredible. You don't get that for Spielberg. I mean, not to my knowledge, anyway. Yeah, it's good in the packaging. It's nice, but then they're coming like these nice boxes. You don't want to throw them away. Thank you very much, my friend, for stopping by. Really appreciate everyone who stopped by today. Done a lot of talking. Gosh, my throat is killing me. Sometimes I do think maybe I could one day do like an epic stream where I try and go in for as long as possible. I would not last long. of this throat. And of course, tomorrow I've got the what I watched in March video coming up, and they're long videos, and I talk a lot in those videos, and my throat can also get really. Of course, Maxfield, it wouldn't be a stream if you weren't here telling us about Leprechaun. Maybe one day I'll have to watch one of those films, because sometimes you just gotta have fun. Fun, silly film, it seems like. I hope so, because sometimes you see a fun, silly film and it turns out to be awful. Just awful, not fun. Maybe it's just silly, and you want fun with it. But yeah, if no one has anything to say, some closing thoughts, and I'll be ending it here. Let's see if actually sent me that. Not yet. I've had a message from someone else. Would you ever record a live reaction with the camera facing you while you watch? Is that to like a trailer? I've done those before. If that's what you're on about, a live reaction to a trailer. Yeah, I've done that. I do those, yeah. But I don't tend to really do them anymore. I know some people really want them, but yeah. Thank you, Luke, for stopping by. What will I be watching tonight? I will be watching Inherent Vice. I'm finishing off Forbidden Planet. Finishing off Forbidden Planet first, then watching Inherent Vice. So yeah, if anyone else, because I don't really want to see everybody's goodbyes and things. But yeah, just go on the other tab. So yeah, tomorrow you should expect that video of what I watched. A bit later in the afternoon, because it's going to take ages to edit, and then that's on Thursday. So probably maybe Saturday, you'll get the Wong Kar-wai first impressions video of the new box set. Then on Monday, you should get a new Criterion Corner episode. And then on Tuesday, you should get the giveaway winners video, which should be good. And then on Wednesday, another live stream, where I'll probably be doing a Skype viewer call. So yeah, get Skype for that video, for that live stream. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.